Hello Los Santos, I'm Marilyn Vecellio with Weazel News, and tonight we will be looking into the prices down at the general stores. We went down to every single store located in Los Santos and Polito, checking out the prices for water, food, radios, GPSs, and chargers. From prices as low as $119 at Shore Paradise to prices as high as $6.90 at Motor Snacks for water, we saw the wide range in prices. Next up, we then interviewed multiple kinds of people in the city to get their opinion and thoughts on the prices. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Phil Coleman, and I'm a supervisor at Los Santos Customs here in the city.
Okay, so the first question, what do you think about the prices in the city?
I guess, it really depends on, where the store is and, obviously the owner that sets the prices. I think overall they're not too bad for people that have jobs, but as far as people who are just doing the regular side jobs, it can be kind of tough at times to, you know, survive basically, because they're not making as much as we do in our government jobs per hourly, and we're getting an hourly wage that is pretty high to compensate for that stuff, and we're able to buy that stuff in bulk and or not, whenever we need it. As far as those other guys, they have to just survive on what they can. And unfortunately, the prices are just so high in the city that they can't afford to always just buy water or food or whatever it is to keep themselves alive.
For sure, it's a very good answer. Okay, next question. What do you think would be a reasonable price rate?
I guess it depends on what you're selling. If it's food and water, I would say anywhere from 150 to 350, or I would say 250 is probably going to be the sweet spot somewhere in there, to keep it available to everybody. But obviously, they have costs associated with importing all those items. But I think for food and water, it should be anywhere from 150 to 350.
Alright, and last question. Do you have a message or anything to say to the store owner?
I don't. I don't think so. I would just say, everybody, they're doing good. I think we need to, the owners that aren't keeping up and keeping their stores in stock, they need to either get on it or they need to just really just sell their stores if they're not going to keep up with it.
For sure, for sure. Thank you, Phil.
No problem.
Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Mikael Cowell. I'm the CEO of Maze Bank Central and a partial owner of Lock and Load Gun Store.
Alright, so first question. What do you think about the prices in the city?
Prices in the city and the general stores are pretty high up, to be honest. If I want to get something affordable, something a little cheaper, I gotta go all the way down to the West Highway. That's not too good. I wish the stores in the city were a little cheaper.
Okay. So second question. What do you think would be a reasonable price range?
Uh, I'd say probably for a GPS, I'd say just under 500. Chargers around 700 probably. And well, food and water, I've seen Great Ocean Highway stores are able to put it down to like 150 and 200. So I don't see how stores in the cities wouldn't be able to go under 500 and such.
Where you at the
Okay.
police station?
So final question. Do you have a message or anything to say to the store owners?
Yeah, don't rip the
What do you
people off.
consider the front? Yeah.
Alright, good message. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself?
John Permanelli.
Alright, okay, so first question. What do you think about the prices in the
I think for the generalized stores, most of them are equally like near prices, but some are a little more expensive than the others. I
Okay,
think
okay.
certain stores in certain areas are more money for no reason, but it's a personal belief.
Alright, second question. What do you think would be a reasonable price range?
I mean, anywhere from I'd say 3 to 600. Because I mean, if people are gonna spend 700K to like a few million on a car, I don't see why they can't spend a little bit of money on food. Supply and demand. Everybody's got to make a dollar at the end of the day.
Interesting. Okay. So last question. Do you have a message or anything to say to the store owner?
I mean, if you got a store in a shitty location, you should probably change your prices to cheaper prices. Because that's probably why you're not making any money.
Alright, thank you for your time, John. Once again, I'm Marilyn Vecellio with Weazel News. Wash your hands, stay clean, keep your distance, and don't be nasty. Thanks for watching, and good night, Los Santos.